Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. um, as um, as the weather is changing, you have to definitely take care of your body, especially when you train in any type of martial arts. Cause you're cold, then you get hot again, then your body get cold again. You definitely want to dress appropriately, so you have the proper layers, because weather affects your training. But I want to talk a little bit about, if you saw my other video, that I did get a stripe on my belt. First things first, I barely washed my belt. And I understand the hygienes, but you got to understand the mindset of tradition. I mean, I wash it, usually about once a month, but the training it takes, where old karate masters, there's some that would not wash their belt. If it was white belt, it turned to black, and that's how they became black belts, and that's with just blood, sweat. I train, I don't try to go very hard. I try to stay consistent, low energy, because you sit here busting your neck and you gotta go work the next day. I'm not getting paid for this. There is no NIL deals that make me do this. This come out of my paycheck, and I pay for it monthly. 3 times a month I pay for this. But there is a level of, what am I doing this for? And a lot is just for my own personal growth, my own discipline to push, my own dedication to never give up, even when it's hard. I didn't have the privilege of playing football when I was young, like outside of 1 year. So I never got the senior football experience. So this is kind of like my football. But I appreciate belt promotion. I don't live for it, because sometimes people get too hype on it, and then they not good martial artists. People get their kids get like stripes, and they haven't earned it, and then you ask them to do a kata or a maneuver or take down anybody, they don't know anything. But then you like, okay, why do these people get black belts? Or I'd rather know that I've earned what I have and I'm good at what I do, versus I need a belt to prove it. But it does give you an indication where you are. It's every person want to be want to be recognized for their level of hard work. It does make a difference. I used to be all big in it, like, oh man, and then when I didn't get it, I was very upset. But now I say, okay, it's just what's my time. When it's my time, when I have progressed, I'll do better. And even with me being a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 6.5 years. And for 2 years, it was just once a week, versus now it's twice a week, really 3 times a week. I should be further along. Like, I'm a brown belt in karate. Let me see if I have. No, it's in the house. But I'm a brown belt in karate. I've been doing it a decade. Almost a decade. So I have, put in the time and hours to prove what my ranking is. But that's okay. The Taurus did, he won the fight not because he was the quickest and the baddest and the fastest, but he was consistent. So I'm gonna be consistent. If I get a purple belt, so be it. If I'm stay a blue belt for the next 10 years, so be it. as long as I learn and move accordingly. So that's what I want to do. I want to move accordingly. I appreciate the belt recognition. Okay, it means that somebody see what you're doing and they understand. Okay, he's putting in the time. So when you have all these wannabe martial artists or wannabe UFC fighters that watch UFC and they don't do any fighting now, or they haven't done it in 10 years, and the only thing they know is just fighting people, friends, or at a club or something. That's not the same thing. This is repetition. This is muscle memory. This is conditioning. This is discipline. This is doing all the drills that it takes to do what you do. So when somebody try you, it's almost like Neo, like, wow, they moving in slow motion. Am I moving that fast? No, that means you have done the work, and you put the time, and the muscle memory of your hard work has paid off. So keep on training. And for those who wonder if you're too old, you're never too old to learn, man. You're never too old. We may not be 19 and 21 like we used to be, and and be able to pick up cars and do the stuff that we used to, but there's wisdom in experience, and it pays. I'd rather be Mr. Miyagi than the other dojo, Cobra Kai. I'd rather be strong or serve, but quiet strength or chi, than to be aggressive, angry, and then if something happened, you get mad. I was training with a person yesterday, and I'll be honest with you, I was just playing with them. But not in the sense of I was trying to demean, but I was just letting them get their guards, or I was in turtle, and letting them get their moves, and that's how we learn. Then I have a purple belt that does that to me. I mean, he just plays with me, but we are all in there to get better and not to try to make people look bad. I don't train with people who's trying to prove who they are. I don't train with them. I don't deal with them. I don't train with them. I don't deal with, like Mike Singletary said one time when he was a coach. He said, I can't deal with them. I can't train with them. I cannot mess with them. That's the same way. Everybody I train with, for the most part, we trying to get better. We're not trying to embarrass or hurt anybody. We're just trying to prove and push each other, and that's where it should be. So until next time, have a great one.